This is a really cool bush right here. Right in here we have the banana tree, and as you can see, it's doing terrific. This new leaf here has grown quite a bit since you've last seen the tree. It was more like this leaf size last time I showed you the tree. So the banana tree itself has done terrific, and the leaves are continuing to grow like crazy. So I think the high nitrogen rich fertilizer definitely did the trick. I've been watering it a lot and keeping it in this bright window here. Okay guys, I'm walking out here to the garden, and I'm going to show you guys a few things, but if you haven't already seen it, you can see the rest of the garden and garden update week 1, I believe it's called. And I apologize for any wind noise right now. So right down here we have just the garden, tomatoes, and down there's the garlic, as you can see right there. And I'm going to walk over, show you guys strawberries. So those are looking really good right now. So we have the strawberries are over on the edge of the garden. And right down here we have one turning red already, so that's really cool. So let's go see the cabbages. So this is being shot with the wide angle camera right now, but over here I got the cabbages. The new pen was built. We don't have all the cabbages in the ground yet. Still working on that. Hopefully we'll get them in very soon. And then over here we got the raised bed. Carrots are doing pretty good. Not able to zoom in right now, but yeah, they're doing pretty good. And then there is 2 cabbages in there. I think that there's 2 tomatoes that are still alive, and then that 1 basil plant there. So some of the new wild geranium plants that just came up from seed last summer are now blooming, and it's their 2nd summer, and that's terrific. And that big old main plant there is going to be blooming very, very soon, and that's going to be amazing when it does start blooming. Show you guys some of the other flowers we have growing. Some of the bearded irises are blooming. Homestead reds. And forgot the name of that. And more irises over there. So I'm gonna go show you guys the chicken tractor and how we've been moving it around recently. So right now we just have it up here by the house, as you guys can see right there. So the chicken tractor is right there right now, and in the previous days we've had it over here, and then we just shifted it 1 space a day. And you can see pretty good where the tractor was before, but in a few days to a couple of weeks, you won't be able to be noticed. The grass will actually look healthier where the chickens were because of their manure. It's nitrogen rich, and it really helps the soil, and just makes the lawn a lot healthier. Oh, it won't stop recording on me here. So let's talk about how we're staking the tomatoes this year, and what we're using as far as stakes and cages. So over here in this row, obviously you may have seen in the other video, we're just using cages on this row. We had them before, so you know what, might as well use them. And the tomatoes will go right up through the cages, and hopefully we'll try to keep it going up through the cage, but sometimes it can grow out through the side. If you've ever had these kind of tomato cages, you know how cheap and chintzy they can be. They just they bend, they rust, and they get all bent after a few years, so you can barely use them, and they can be, I don't know, they can be kind of a waste of money if they don't last. So this year we're trying something different. We have so many tomato plants, figure why don't we do it the right way? So we bought all these posts, 1x2s. in 8-foot sections, and then we cut them up into 2-foot sections. So 4 boards for each 8-foot board we had. And what we're going to do is the tomatoes get taller. So once they're about 8 inches to a foot high on here, we have some garden twine, biodegradable stuff, and we will just tie the tomato up to the post at each maybe about every 6 inches or so as it gets taller until about right here, and then we'll just end it right there. The tomato will go a little taller than that, but not much where I live in the Midwest. The summer is too short for it to get much taller than that. And then we're just going to do the same for every single post. You may notice that some posts have fell over. We didn't get those put back up yet, but they will get put back up eventually. And that's what we're doing to stake our tomatoes this year. Just wanted to show you guys how good the green beans are coming up now. There's a whole lot of them, so that's great. Got some pumpkins coming up right there. So the garlic's been growing ever since the start of spring. As soon as the snow was gone, it was popping up and ready to grow, and it's just doing terrific here. It does have a sunflower buddy in between there, you may have noticed already. I don't know if you have, but that's just doing terrific. And then down the rest of the row, I showed you in the other video, the garden tour, but the onions are coming along very nicely all the way through here. There's a marigold. So our onions are doing quite good. And then there's another volunteer squash, another one. And then I think those are just mostly carrot seedlings popping up right there.